Welcome, everyone. You are about to embark on a journey through the universe as you indulge in this extraordinary essence of enlightened, empowered, evolved. Let the show begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just in time. Greetings, everyone. I'm Luke Bryan Smith, and welcome to Enlightened, Empowered, Evolved, where we educate, motivate, and liberate you through enlightening dialogues, empowering music, and evolving content. I know everyone's doing well, and everything is unfolding perfectly. I'm excited yet again because my next guest is a wellness coach, author, empath, synonymous with yoga, paranormal, author, just and a whole lot more. But without further ado, allow me to introduce to you Sheila Renee Broadway. How are you doing today, Sheila?
I'm doing well, Luke. Thank you so much. How are you?
I am doing fabulous and better now that I've connected with you because like I mentioned prior to this, I just always positively anticipate having amazing dialogues. And I would say pretty much every time I've connected with someone, I've always had an amazing dialogue because that's the intentions I put out there. And that's what the universe attracts to me and attracts me to them. And it's just turns out just perfectly. Yes, yes.
Fantastic.
So let's just get right into it. Give us a
Okay.
little framework around you becoming a wellness coach. First of all, how did that unfold? Give us a little slight backstory, front story, in between, and what does that entail from your particular perspective?
Well, I've been doing yoga for many years. I have a lot of bodily issues. So, yoga has been a wonderful, I don't want to say tool, but it's just been such a wonderful life changer for me. It
Right.
helps me with my mobility issues, my
Okay.
limitations, and not just my physicalities, but my
Mhm.
mind and my spirit as well. It's mind, body, and soul.
Right.
So that's where that yoga comes in. And then with the mindfulness coaching, the meditation, it all just embodies and it just helps bring wellness to the individual. And by me doing that for myself, I'm so blessed to be able to help others as well.
You see, Sheila, right there. I just have to say that that is absolutely amazing. I love it and I resonate with it. And you'll see where I'm going with this. Well, I'm so passionate about this. I want to be sure I articulate this right. But I it's a common narrative that I'm grateful to witness people that
Mhm.
go through uh things that could really be hard. Just I'll just say that. And they turn that into a superpower. I'll never
Mhm.
get tired of hearing that. And that to me is very courageous for one. It takes strength. And what greater gift of passion that you're going to get towards something than to actually be going through it yourself. I mean, I don't want to say that I wish pain on anyone. I don't. But at the same time, extraordinary individuals like yourself encounter, things that could really cause people to give up, but
Mhm.
no, embrace that, turn that energy into fuel, and it just propels them to help other people instead of being angry at the world, being angry at the universe, God, or whatever. No,
Mhm.
no. And I'm sure you've encountered several emotions, but the end product is that you're here now and your purpose is to help people. And
Oh,
that's
absolutely.
that's incredible.
Thank
Yes,
you. Thank you.
that's incredible.
Thank you.
Yes. So, yes, you're also, an author as well. So give us a little a bit of dialogue in regard to your book. And I believe you have two books. So
Yes.
tell us about them a little bit and where we can find them.
Well, thank you. My first one, The Spirit Within, I wrote that back in 2012.
Okay.
It's about a young lady who she went through some hard times in her life, and then as time progressed, she was in a bad relationship and she found her own spirit within her own self to rise above it to become the phoenix, if you will. So it's a story of empowerment with the
Mm,
paranormal, of course, because I do have that passion as well.
right.
Now, to fast forward, my second book just released a few months ago. It's the Yin Yang Chronicles, Living in the Gray, the balance between good and evil. And the first half of that book is all about yin stories, the good part of society. The other half of the book is the yang. It's all about the negative aspects of
Mm,
society. So you've got the balance of good and the balance of evil because we
exactly.
all have a duality. And so both of my books can be found on Amazon. So
Mm,
check that out. Now, my
amazing.
first one actually was published under my married name, Sheila Renee Parker.
Okay.
I'm no longer married, so that's why if anybody can't find that one, it's actually under Sheila Renee Parker. But
Parker.
my second one, the Yin Yang Chronicles, is under my maiden name, which is the name that I go by now, is the Sheila Renee Broadway.
Okay, thank you for clarifying that. And I
You're
think
welcome.
that's absolutely, they both sound like amazing books, but I resonate more with listening about the one that you just had. I love that, the contrast and everything is
Mhm.
necessary. What people don't understand is like, yes, we want to tap into positive as much as we can, of course, but everything is necessary.
Yes.
It just is. That's just the way the universe is. That's the
Mhm.
dance, the dark, the light, the cold, the hot, the you know, the positive, the negative. It's just it all comes into play, and it all we can use every part of it, facet of
Oh,
it
yes.
to develop and become resilient and become and build character and
Mhm.
just become extraordinary individuals like yourself, going through a sort of, a dark or whatever, and changing it
Mhm.
and into light,
Mhm.
using it as fuel. And
Absolutely.
that's amazing.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes. So we can find your books on Amazon as well. So
Mhm.
give us a little bit. I'm interested also in this paranormal because I do too find myself, uh I'm not going to say really deep diving into paranormal, but
Mhm.
I'll sometimes seek out programs on television and I'll scroll by them and I'll start watching them, and then I found myself looking up things. And I'll just tell you, it might not be the same as what you do, or whatever, but I'll just give you a little bit of insight. Like it intrigues me when people go stay in old places that
Yeah.
spirits are known to habit, to be at,
Mhm.
and things like that, and even like asylums.
Yeah.
It just fascinates me,
Yeah.
old buildings
It's history.
in Britain and all that. It just all that fascinates me, and not in a bad way. It just I think whether people admit it or not, we all are curious about what's on the other side, so to speak. So, I'm just transparent about it. I am, so that fascinates me, and I don't know how real a lot of these programs are, but nonetheless, it still fascinates me when they bring out their heat sensor tools and can tap into cold spots, and then they got their recorders and it picks up, the voices and all that. It fascinates me. It doesn't frighten me at all. It fascinates me. So
Right.
give us
Right.
a little
You're
bit of
open-minded.
give us some of your insight in regard to the build up, how were you always into that, and then what does it
Yeah.
kind of entail with you in regards to the paranormal?
Well, my site actually initially started in 2012 as the paranormal, and
Okay.
it evolved into the wellness with Sheila, all part of my transition in life since my divorce.
Okay.
But back in 2012, I started my site because of my passion about the paranormal.
Mm,
I am an empath. I do have abilities to where I can sense people's emotions and just energies. I can pick up energies from the dead as well. A lot of people think that's kind of creepy, but it is
oh,
what it is. I've always been able to
gotta
do that
find your
throughout
tribe. you know your tribe is not going to think that's creepy.
Very good. Touche. Touche. I love that. And so, with that being said, I have been to many different haunted locations, like you were talking about.
Hmm.
I've been to asylums, I've been to haunted hotels, been to former presidents that have died more than a century ago.
Right.
locations like that. I've done the K2 meters. I've done so many paranormal investigations.
Mm.
So some places that I've been to, no, not so much with the paranormal activity. Where other places I've been to some pretty intense places that I know a lot of people wouldn't go to.
Wow.
So,
I would.
yes, yes,
Yes, yes.
absolutely, because you're curious, and
I'm
I think that's
curious, and it
fantastic.
doesn't, you know, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you short,
Mhm.
cut you off, but I'm curious, and I'm not giving out that uh off that of energy of being afraid. I don't. Yeah, I want to hear something. I want to talk. I want to see. It's
Right.
not gonna. As soon as I hear something, I'm gonna run. No, I'm gonna run towards it. Like, what is it? I might get myself hurt. Who knows? But I'm
Mhm,
still going
mhm.
to want to see.
Yes,
It's
yes,
not gonna
all in
frighten me.
safety.
Just like I
Right.
grew up liking, scary movies. I know that's, but scary movies
Mhm,
that had paranormal themes to it.
mhm. The
So
basis comes from somewhere.
yeah, and it
Mhm,
never really frightened me. I wasn't one of those kids that would watch it and then have nightmares. I always was, intrigued by
mhm.
it. So you've been to these places and some activity. So how does the activity like materialize? Like what you have tools or what happens? You just pick it up in your head, or I
I
mean,
I
you hear
see
it.
it with kind of, sort of, I don't necessarily see, like, you and I are seeing each other right now. I
Right.
can see with, like, my mind's eye,
Oh,
if
okay.
understand.
Right.
Like, I can see
Yes,
shadow
yes.
people.
Hmm.
I can see, like, with a third eye kind of is perspective, and images just flash in my mind, and so
Okay.
that's how I can see things, yes. So, but I don't actually see an apparition like other
Right.
people with that gift.
Right.
So, mhm.
So, what would you say? I mean, if you had to put a label on it, has these sightings been good or bad or both?
Both.
Okay.
Both. Yeah,
Okay.
nothing has ever been harmful to me, thank
Right.
goodness,
Right.
but I have seen a couple of things and felt the energies of a couple of things that have been questionable,
Mm,
and that weren't malevolent, but they were more mischievous, like, "Let me poke at her, see what I can, trigger on her," or something like that, but then
right.
I asked my angels for protection and my white light, and that's how
There
I
you go.
shield myself.
There you
Mhm.
go. Wow. Wow. So, you still actively going to places, or are you plan on going anywhere in the near future?
Well, I don't have anything planned as of right now,
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm never going to close that door off. So if something comes up, I am definitely willing to check it out.
Right. Right. Amazing. So, you have any more books planned on writing?
I've got a couple more in mind. So, but with this other
Okay.
one that just came out recently, it's
Right.
going to take another little while, but I've got my site, SheilaReneeBroadway.com. It's all about wellness. I've been working on that diligently. I post every single opportunity I can as far as articles. So I'm constantly writing for that for my readers if they want to check that out, SheilaReneeBroadway.com.
Okay. Is that the best way that people can find you? Is that the link that you would like to get out there?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
that would be fantastic. They can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter as well.
Amazing, amazing. So, in regard to your yoga, what what
Mhm.
what really got you into yoga? Well, you told me because of pain and it. How long have you been doing yoga?
Oh, I've been doing yoga for more than a decade,
Oh,
but
wow.
recently, within the past year, I just got my certification.
Now you teach.
Yes.
Oh, amazing. You have your own studio.
Thank you. No, not yet. I'm working
Oh,
on that,
okay.
but I
Okay.
can do private lessons and I can do online courses and
Oh,
yeah.
that's cool. That's
Thank
amazing.
you.
So, what
Mhm.
would you say some of your, if you can name a couple of your main focuses in regard to like wellness coaching? Is it like dealing with other people with pain, with physical pain, or what would you say? Some of what would stand out to you as far as your intentions as a wellness coach?
I would love to be able to help people rise above their issues that they may have because I've heard so many people tell me that, oh, they can't do such and such anymore.
Mm,
And then I'm like, no, you can.
right,
Just be mindful of your body, be mindful of your limits, respect and honor yourself.
right.
Don't ever sit there and say you can't do something because
Mm,
when I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia 4 years ago,
mm. Okay.
and my other ailments that I have. That was a huge train wreck for me because
Wow.
I thought for a moment, what's the point?
Yes.
It was
Yes.
scary to me. And
Yes.
then I went through my little depression at that time, but then as time went on, I pulled myself out of it. I said,
Good.
"I'm not gonna live like this for the rest of my life. I
Good.
know I have my limitations. I know I have my disabilities, if you will,
Right.
but I'm not gonna let them control me.
Good for
I'm
you.
gonna Thank you. I'm gonna do the best that I can." And so with all that being said, if I can help somebody else rise above it, I'm not trying to project the fact that I'm not a martyr by any means. Nothing would I'm not a martyr. I just
Right.
wanna help others hopefully achieve some kind of a positive aspect. Help them
Mm,
become, again, that phoenix and rise above adversity, to
mm.
make them feel better, to make them have a beautiful quality of life. Because I
Wow.
don't care who you are, we all deserve happiness. We all
Absolutely.
deserve to be the best that we can be.
Absolutely. And I second that.
Mhm.
Amazing. So what kind of things will we find if when we go to your website? Everything about yoga, paranormal, books, everything?
Yes,
Hiding the
check it
what?
out. Um, I published an article earlier today
Oh, okay.
about yeah, I mean, it's like, okay, the other day I published about pain, how
Okay.
pain doesn't want to harm us. Pain is our
Mm.
signal to our
Say that
bodies.
again. Hold on a minute. Hold on.
Yes,
Okay, how? Okay, go ahead. I'm listening. I was already listening,
pain
but I'm listening with more faculties now.
Oh, no, no, absolutely. Pain A lot of people think that pain is there to hurt us, to stop us, to put us in our tracks. No,
Okay.
pain is a signal. Pain is a messenger for us to be mindful of what's going on in our bodies. It's that red flag that we should take note and do
Okay.
something to stop
Okay.
it. So therefore, it's preventing us from
Wow.
hurting ourselves even further to cause more damage. So a lot of people see things as like, "Oh, I'm hurting. I can't do such and such." No, you're hurting. Yeah, you need to go take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Don't push yourself. Don't keep pushing
Right.
yourself because unfortunately, we all do that. We keep pushing ourselves to test that limit, to test that limit. And
Mm.
so that's an article that I wrote recently. Another one that I include recipes,
Oh,
hopeful,
okay.
fun recipes. Um,
Like what?
another Oh my goodness, like smoothies or like
Oh,
meal
okay.
prepping,
Oh,
like this
healthy
yeah.
choices.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Yes.
Like this
Absolutely.
past Sunday, I posted about meal prepping and just
Okay.
how the benefits of doing stuff like that. It might sound trivial, but hey, it helps
No,
us on our busy lives on a day-to-day basis.
I get it.
And we are more mindful if we do that too. If we are portioning out our meals for the week,
Right.
instead of just rushing around at the end of the day during a work day, we're just
Mhm.
like shoving all the food in our mouths. If
Right.
we portion our food out from day one and have those meals already prepared, we are
Right.
more mindful, and that can help us with weight management.
Yes, I agree. I
Mhm.
totally agree. That's amazing. So you have some insight in regard to meal prep on your website as well?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Yes. Well,
Mhm,
you got the
mhm.
one-stop shop going on there.
Well, I try to keep it interesting.
Yes, yes. And the natural thing about it, it's everything that you're passionate about. You're not just trying to just throw a bunch of stuff in there just to fill the plate. It's like you're okay, this is uh what I embody. So let me share this, and
Right,
I think that's the best way to do it in my perspective. What
absolutely.
because what you're passionate about is really going to come across really authentic for one, and you're going to put more into it,
Mhm.
including your vibe. You're going to put your vibe and people are going to be able to pick that up too, like, wow, let me see what's going on with her,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
and people love to seek out, to me, in my perspective,
Mhm.
people that they can relate to, that have
Sure.
similar stories, that are going through similar things, that are actually doing what they're talking about,
Mhm.
instead of preaching,
Yes.
so to speak. Yeah. Like, this is what I do. So I'm sharing this meal preps, smoothies with you. This is what I do, you know.
Yes.
This yoga is
Absolutely.
what I do. Yeah. So that's
Mhm.
absolutely amazing. I
Thank you.
appreciate it. Yeah. So before we conclude this segment, is there anything else that you would like to share? Any other thing coming up, or any words of encouragement, or just anything that we didn't um, touch bases on, or anything?
Well, for my site, SheilaReneeBroadway.com, I would love for people to come and check it out, visit me,
Right.
contact me if you guys ever have any questions or just want to, have just need someone to reach out to if you're having issues with your body or whatever. Please, I encourage people to come to me. I may not have all the answers, but I can help you if we can find the answers together. That can actually help me learn as well, because that's what we're all supposed to do. We're supposed to be on this journey together. This journey isn't just about me. This journey isn't just about one other person or that person. This
Right.
is a united journey that we all should embrace together.
Wow.
So that's what I encourage. I encourage feedback. I encourage just the interaction.
I love it. I love it. And I resonate with that. And yes, I agree. I totally agree. That's amazing. And I thank you for being so just forthright and just authentic and just that to me, I really feel that when someone says, if I don't know the answer, we can find it together. That is amazing. And that's the
Mhm.
way I operate. Yeah,
Yes.
because I don't
Yes.
know it all. I don't know
Oh
most of
no.
it.
And we can have fun together. We can
Together.
learn something
Something.
phenomenal.
Right, right. Yes.
Yeah.
We can get those aha moments simultaneously. So yeah,
Yes.
mutually. So yeah, that's amazing. And I'm thankful that you highlighted that because I think people will
Okay.
connect with that. I know I do, so
Yes.
that's absolutely amazing. And I want to check out your website as well so I can just browse through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's absolutely amazing. And thank you
Thank
very
you.
much again for coming onto the platform and bringing more incredible value to not only myself, but to the platform and to everyone that's here watching and or listening. I appreciate you very much.
Yes, I appreciate you as well. Thank you so much, Luke.
Yes, yes. And thank you everyone for watching and or listening. I appreciate you for spending some of your time here with us on Enlightened Empowered Evolved. Be sure to hit the like button, the subscribe button, uh, leave comments, share this, get it out there, help the platform grow, help get these amazing messages out there. Go to the description of the segment and check out uh, Sheila's links, and yes, and see other links where the podcast will be broadcast on as well. Right in
Okay.
the description. But thank you very much. Until next time, love and appreciation, enlightened, empowered, evolved. See you soon.